Welcome back to the In the Clinic podcast with Rob. Again, I am Dr. Rob Sumner, and I'm really excited to kick off this three-part series on one of my favorite health books of all time. This is the Eat to Beat Disease by Dr. William Li. Now, if you haven't read this book, let me tell you, it's not your typical nutrition book. This isn't about fad diets, calorie counting, or eat this, not that. It's really about how your body is designed with incredible built-in systems that can repair damage, it can fight disease, and even reverse aging. And how the foods that you eat every day can turn those systems on or really shut them down. That is powerful stuff. And in this first episode, we're really going to talk about why this matters, why food is so much more than just fuel, and how it sends real chemicals, these real chemical signals to your cells that can influence your long-term health. Then we're going to go to part 2, and we're going to go into the 5 key health defense systems that Dr. Li discovered from angiogenesis, regeneration, the microbiome, DNA protection, and immunity, and how each one keeps you alive and thriving. And finally, in part 3, I'm going to help you apply this really to your real life, what to eat, how to build these principles into your habits, and how this really ties into the Wellness Ascension Roadmap that we use and created inside of our own VIP member group, the 4% Club. So today, it's all about building the foundation, understanding why food can change everything. So let's get started. For most of the last 100 years, medicine has focused on reactive care. So we wait until something breaks, then we fix it. And what Dr. Li, what his research really has done is flip the idea on its head. He's shown us that our bodies are constantly working to protect us. Every moment of the day, there are systems inside of you that are growing new blood vessels, repairing DNA, and regenerating cells, neutralizing toxins, and fighting off cancer cells that you don't even know exist. And that's right, your body is performing microscopic miracles every single day. The problem is that our lifestyle, the food we eat, the stress we carry, the toxins that we absorb, these can overwhelm. They can overwhelm those systems and cause them to misfire. And that's when we start to see disease show up. Not because the body failed, but because we stopped supporting it. And this is where the shift happens. The question isn't, how do I avoid disease? The question becomes, how do I activate health? And it's not about waiting for something bad to happen. It's about giving your body what it needs to keep you strong. So when you start looking at food this way, it completely changes your relationship with eating. You stop seeing food as entertainment or guilt or a number on the scale. And you start seeing it as one of the most powerful tools for longevity and healing. So overall, what we're looking to do is we're looking, if we have this light bulb idea, this is my light bulb. Okay, this is our switch. Okay, this is our food. This is our light switch. Okay, and this light switch will then turn on these different systems from repairing our body to regenerating our body, to help protect our body, or that food can also inflame our body. So this helps explain why every meal is going to flip a switch to help repair it, to help regenerate it, to help protect it, or it will inflame the body. So let's go a little bit deeper. And let's go a little bit deeper into what this really means, because food isn't just calories or macros. Food is truly information, and every bite that you take contains different compounds, different polyphenols, different antioxidants, different vitamins, different minerals, different amino acids, different plant chemicals. And that is just information that tells your cells what to do. Your body literally listens to your food like a language. When you eat well, maybe let's say a bowl of berries, you have some green tea, you eat some almonds, you're sending clear signals that are strong messages that say protect my blood vessels, reduce inflammation, repair oxidative stress, balance my microbiome. But when you eat poorly, from processed foods, seed oils, excessive sugar, refined grains, you're sending a completely different message. You're saying, inflame my arteries, store more fat, turn off regeneration, weaken my immune system. Your body isn't neutral to what you eat. It's really responding every single time. And that's why two people eating completely different diets can have such drastically different outcomes, because they're giving their bodies two completely different sets of instructions. So I tell my clients all the time that your body isn't guessing, it's obeying. It's obeying. You're the one giving the orders every time that you sit down to eat something. So you can give your body certain signals. You can give it really healthy signals. Or you can give your body damaging signals. You can give them one or the other. So when you give healthy signals, you're looking at things like berries. You're looking at olive oil. You're looking at those leafy greens. You're looking at even some fish, some green tea. These are all sending healthy signals to your cells. But the damaging ones are things that we mentioned, like sugar. We're looking at seed oils. We're looking at soda that has a whole bunch of sugars and other chemicals in it. You're looking at those refined carbs. A lot of those breads that are highly processed. You're looking at fried foods, which are usually sitting in a whole bunch of seed oils. But here's the part that gives me goosebumps every time I think about it. Your body is not broken. It has engineered itself for resilience. You have 5 major defense systems that are always working to keep you alive. The first one is angiogenesis. And this is your body's blood vessel growth and pruning system. The second is regeneration, and this is your built-in repair system using stem cells. The third is your microbiome. These are the trillions of bacteria that are in your gut that affect everything from your mood to your immunity. Then you have DNA protection and repair. This is your body's internal genetic repair shop. And then last, you have immunity, which we typically know about. And this is your defense network that destroys invaders and clears out damaged cells. So these systems are really what stand between you and disease. They're what are keeping you young, energetic, and resilient. But here's the thing. They can only do their job if you give them the raw materials they need. And that's where food comes in. Every time you eat something nourishing, you're literally fueling these defense systems. You're helping them stay balanced and strong. When you eat poorly, you're starving them. Or worse, you're overloading them with damage that they can't keep up with. It's like owning a self-cleaning oven, but never plugging it in. The oven has the ability to clean itself, but it needs power. And food is that power. So here's where Dr. Lee's work really stands out. This idea that food isn't just preventing disease, it's activating health. And that's a big concept. Not just preventing, but activating health. So when you think about your health this way, it becomes less about restriction and more about empowerment. You stop asking, what can I eat? And instead ask, what can I eat that helps my body fight for me? So let's talk about a couple real world examples. Green tea. Green tea is powerful. It contains a lot of bioactives that help block the growth of new blood vessels that cancers use to try and create more blood for themselves, which allows them to grow. Cancers really take off when they metastasize, and because they grow through, they develop a blood vessel network. So green tea helps to block that growth of those new blood vessels to cancer cells. It literally starves cancer. Number 2, dark chocolate, so at least 70 or greater cocoa level. This helps boost stem cell activity. It helps your body repair tissue, and it helps you to recover faster. What about tomatoes? Tomatoes are high in lycopene. They help protect your DNA from oxidative damage, one of the root causes of aging. Okay, how about fermented foods? Well, these build up the healthy gut bacteria that influence everything from digestion to inflammation to brain health. What about mushrooms or garlic? These both help strengthen your immune system's ability to detect and destroy abnormal and infected cells. These aren't miracle foods. They're everyday examples of how food becomes your internal medicine cabinet. So you have inside of you your own little pharmacy. You have your own little pharmacy inside your body. Big body, little head. If you're listening instead of watching me on YouTube, it's a big body, little head. So inside your body, you have your own pharmacy. You have an anti-inflammatory portion. You have DNA repair. You have immunity boosting. You have vessel balance. You have all of these working inside of you. All of these are like little prescriptions that you can reach into and take when your body needs them. Anytime you need them, they're on your internal shelf. These really are foods that help activate each one of these systems that when you put inside your body, they're waiting to be utilized, and that food activates the prescription. It gives your body exactly what it needs. But why do people struggle at all with this? Because let's be honest, most people know that they should eat better, but knowing and doing are two different things. And here's what I've seen after working with hundreds of clients in our gym and our fitness facility. They get overwhelmed with information. And anytime you get too much information, there's indecision, there's uncertainty, you get paralyzed. They also start thinking that healthy eating is complicated or expensive, which isn't true. And they try to do everything at once, and they get burnt out. So a candle that's burning twice as hot burns twice as fast. So the key is we want to start implementing these changes gradually. You don't have to change everything overnight. You just need to start adding foods that activate your body's health systems, those healing systems. And then you need to crowd out the ones that don't. So instead of cutting out everything that you love, start by adding in what your body needs. Start adding in green tea in the morning instead of soda. Start adding olive oil instead of seed oils. Start adding a handful of berries after lunch instead of a cookie. Add one more serving of vegetables at dinner. Focus your meals around what vegetable you're going to eat instead of the meat. And when you focus on addition instead of restriction, well, your body and your mindset start to shift. You don't feel deprived, you feel empowered. And that consistency compounds over time. So here's what I want you to take from today's episode. Your body is not waiting for you to get sick. Nope. It's working every day to keep you healthy, to keep you balanced, and to keep you strong. Food is not just something that you eat. It's something that instructs your body. It tells your blood vessels how to grow, your DNA how to repair, your microbiome how to balance, and your immune system how to respond. You hold more control with your health than you think, because every bite is a vote for health or for disease. Every meal is a chance to cast a better vote than you did yesterday. So next podcast, we're going to get into part 2, which is where we're going to dive into these 5 defense systems that Dr. Lee talks about in his book, Eat to Beat Disease. And he identifies angiogenesis again as your blood vessel network, regeneration as your stem cell repair system, your microbiome as your gut healthy army, your DNA repair as your genetic repair code, and your immunity, which is your body's internal shield. And we're going to break down each one, how they work, what can go wrong, and what foods can empower them. And then in part 3, we're going to connect the dots. We're going to start building this into your everyday life and show you how this really fits into your wellness plan. And we're going to show you how to create a diet that supports health at every stage of your journey. So if you enjoyed today's episode, share it with someone who needs to hear this, who needs hope. Someone who tried in the past and failed with their diet, their health, their wellness. Someone who's tired of guessing about health and just wants to understand how to make lasting change. And if you want to know where you can start on your own health journey, you can certainly reach out to me, Rob at Sumner PT, that's physical therapy, Rob at SumnerPT.com, or you can call our clinic. We'll help you find what stage you're in. We use our own process called the Wellness Ascension Roadmap, and that helps get you moving forward in a positive way. So until next time, remember this, that your body is designed to heal. Food is just the signal that tells it how to begin. All right, bless all of you, and I will see you next time.